Hey guys, Svidden and Charlie here. Today is a sad day because it marked BBC Three's move to online after 13 years on the TV. There is now a digital-only incarnation of BBC Three, and it is a replacement for the linear television channel, which was discontinued on the same day due to budget cuts. In this third 5-year plan video, I'm going to talk about Star Wars Episode 8 and the discontinuation of Hayes and Harlington. So, if you're ready, hold on tight. Star Wars Episode 8 will be released on the 15th of December next year, 1 year after BBC Three went dark. It will be the 8th installment in the Star Wars saga, 9th overall in the film series, and the 2nd in the 3rd Star Wars trilogy following last year's Star Wars, The Force Awakens. It will see Adam Driver reprise his role as Kylo Ren from The Force Awakens and will also travel to new worlds. Like the new incarnation of Alderaan, as the old Alderaan was destroyed in Star Wars. Last year, Bob Iger originally announced the release date for Episode 8 of the 26th of May 2017, 40 years and 1 day after the release of Star Wars, Episode IV A New Hope. But the release date was pushed back to the 15th of December 2017. New cast members will include Academy Award winner Benicio del Toro, Academy Award nominee Laura Dern, and talented newcomer Kelly Marie Tran. The following year, in 2018, the McDonnell Douglas MD-12 enters service with Cathay Dragon, the new incarnation of Dragonair. McDonnell Douglas made a move to separate its civil and military divisions in a bid to raise the estimated $4 billion development costs needed to develop the MD-12 trijet in 1991. The design was similar in concept to the Airbus A3XX and the Boeing NLA. It would have been larger than the Boeing 747 with which it would have directly competed. However, the MD-12 received no orders and was cancelled. But in 2018, the MD-12 will enter service with Cathay Dragon, as I said earlier. According to the Cathay Pacific website, we are proud to announce that Dragonair will soon be rebranded as Cathay Dragon, a change that will lead Cathay Pacific and Dragonair into a new era of opportunity and growth. Since 2006, Dragonair had been part of the Cathay Pacific group, and the two airlines had worked closely to offer unrivaled connectivity and service from Hong Kong, now to almost 200 destinations across mainland China, Asia, and the world. Now, in 2016, Dragonair will be rebranded as Cathay Dragon to coincide with Reagan Farmer's 17th birthday. In 2019, Heathrow Terminal 3 will close and will be demolished to make way for the expanded version of Heathrow Terminal 2. We know what happened to BBC Three when it moved online today. The same could happen to BBC 4 and, as I mentioned in my second Reagan Farmer 5-year plan video yesterday, my YouTube channel, though I will not stop uploading 5-year plan videos and go dark at the end of the year. Rather than that, I will move to Daily Motion in July and will officially go dark in September. That's a very good thing, since Svidden and Charlie will never do such a thing. Anyway, back to the Heathrow Terminal 3 to close article. According to an article titled Heathrow Airport in Peugeot 108 Wikea, terminals at busy airports are rarely seen as empty as Heathrow Terminal 3. If it is demolished in 2019, airlines will have to stop flying from Heathrow Terminal 3 and transfer to other terminals. Closure, followed by the terminal's demolition, brings to an end 58 years of operations from the terminal. It also says that the Heathrow Terminal 3 closure is part of an £7 billion development of my YouTube channel, which will see it double in size in December 2016, at which point Wet n Wild Orlando will close. That's certainly not true, since Wet n Wild Orlando will close at the end of 2016. And the tagline for the park is, "Watch out. If you're not careful, you will get very, very wet." This is a fictional piece of information for 2020 because it was mentioned by Tom and Ben in the Talking Tom and Ben news app. And it goes like this. Hayes and Harlington will close down and will eventually become a ghost station.
We're sorry we got you into trouble.
What? That is not true, since Hayes and Harlington is operated by Heathrow Connect services to Heathrow Airport, as I mentioned in the Heathrow Terminal 3 closure. Heathrow Connect services run half-hourly between London Paddington and Heathrow Central, calling at Ealing Broadway, West Ealing, Hanwell, Southall and Hayes and Harlington. There is a faster way. Heathrow Express. They used to stop at Heathrow Junction, where a fleet of high-speed shuttle buses carried the passengers the remaining distance to Heathrow Airport. Now, Heathrow Express run non-stop from London Paddington to Heathrow Central and onwards to Terminal 5. Let me add the numbers for you. If you travel from London Paddington to Heathrow Terminal 5 via Heathrow Central, the journey time adds up to 21 minutes. However, if you travel from London Paddington to Heathrow Central, you will spend 15 minutes on the British Rail Class 332 train. It is a much cheaper way to spend 15 minutes on Heathrow Express and 25 minutes on Heathrow Connect. But this next article is so fictional that you will not believe your eyes. Get ready for the next generation of 5-year plan videos. And here it is, 2021. This year has become so special to me that I will introduce it in my 4th 5-year plan video tomorrow. Anyway, on to the sad news. After 43 years of racing against each other, Gemini at Cedar Point will close down.
"Oh no, James," cried Thomas, "you saved the hot air balloon."
But don't worry, because they are going to give it the Rocky Mountain construction treatment, and because it will feature the famous 90+ degree banked braking wave turn from Lightning Rod at Dollywood. And they are going to call the new incarnation of Gemini Revenge of the Sith. Created using No Limits 2, the coaster will feature black catwalks, black 7-car gravity group timberliner trains, black rails, black supports and black tunnels to give it the Revenge of the Sith theme. The Sith in question is actually Kylo Ren, because he's the one who started this Revenge of the Sith theme at the end of 2015. This year, we will get to see the Revenge of the Sith name being trademarked for a dive coaster with 2-car trains to coincide with Reagan Farmer's 17th birthday on the 27th of February. The dive coaster will have a top speed of 90 miles per hour, the fastest dive coaster of its kind, and will feature a Cobra roll and a bat wing. It will also have a 90-degree vertical drop, a triple-sided barrel roll with one reaching 180 degrees to the left, one reaching 180 degrees to the right and the other reaching 180 degrees to the left. And the third one is similar to the first one. The new incarnation of Gemini will feature end-of-ride barrel roll. But, in 2021, we will see Gemini at Cedar Point close down to be replaced by Revenge of the Sith. If you look at the next 5 years, you will recognize that Star Wars Episode 8 will be released on the 15th of December 2017. The following year will see the McDonnell Douglas MD-12 enter service with Cathay Dragon, and 2019 will see Heathrow Terminal 3 close and be replaced by the expanded Heathrow Terminal 2. 2020 will see Hayes and Harlington close down and eventually become a ghost station. Even though I made it up, it's still funny to see Talking Tom reenact the voice of Hayes and Harlington in the scene where the station closes down. And 2021 will see Gemini at Cedar Point close down to be replaced by a 90-mile-an-hour dive coaster called Revenge of the Sith. Before I end this video, please note that the article where Hayes and Harlington closes down is fictional because I made it up. Thomas the Tank Engine will never close down Hayes and Harlington in 2020 because it's the least popular station in the United Kingdom. And also note that the bit of information where I talked about Gemini at Cedar Point closing down in 2021 will never happen. Why? Because Gemini is only 38 years old and it involves a chase where red races against blue to the finish line. Once again proving that you can't judge a book by its cover. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time, I am Svidden and Charlie. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.